All right, what's up, everybody? So this is going to be a series. I'm going to try to attempt what everybody else failed to do on YouTube. But anyway, my Skybox is stopped cooling. So I looked at all the YouTube videos. They said to chop up this bad boy right here. So I'm just going to take it apart, look at the compressor, and see what I find. I'm going to take you along for the ride. This is my compressor plugged in, totally trashed. Now don't judge because I bought this at a junk yard sale. This is not how I live. I live in a nicely, very clean apartment. So, but anyway, yeah, probably should clean this. But anyway, going to attempt to take this out. Just wanted to make a clear recording of where all of these wires actually fit and go. So something definitely to take note of. So just kind of might want to do the same just to make sure that all your bases are covered, etc. Alright, let's take this bad boy apart. Okay, so I took this bad boy off right from here. This is the compressor, I believe. I'm trying to remember the lingo. Again, I am not a technician or an electrician or anything like that. Just have a odd fantasy about fixing this machine. So anyway, okay, so I'm going to dive a little deeper because I read in a video comment somewhere that if you take apart this actual white piece, there's a plate in it that you clean, etc., and put it back together and it should work. If not, it's busted and you got to replace it. So let's find out. Okay, so I think we're on to something, because something is shaking in there and I'm guessing that's not good. So I need to figure out how to take this bad boy apart. Alright, so I took it apart. I just kind of pried it open, but this came out, which looks like it's a piece of that right there, and I'm guessing that's the problem. So this is looking like I need to order a new part, but let's see if anything else comes out of here. No, just these kind of weird metal scraps. So, okay, so this looks like this is where the heat and everything is kind of conducted or somehow managed. So, I'm going to rip it apart a little bit more and let you know what I find. Okay, so I took the compressor apart, took out the, took off the casing that was kind of holding a bunch of different components in there, and I heard something rattling inside. It ended up being this broken piece of something or other, but look, it's all corroded, etc., etc. Definitely the problem. All the blogs are saying that it's definitely the compressor, and I'm guessing it's because this thing chipped. Granted, this feels like a piece of slate. It's probably not. Some sort of mineral that's probably conducting or helping manage the conductment of the amount of energy going into the refrigerating unit. Again, not a fucking technician or physicist, but pretty obvious that this thing is broken. So I went online and searched this number here, which, come to find out, this particular piece doesn't really exist, but I was able to find something on eBay here that says, this is this Skybox personal vending machine replacement. It looks pretty damn close to what I'm looking at right now. For $48, it's worth a gamble to try to fix this thing myself. If not, calling Maytag after I get this piece, and hopefully they can solve it for me. But you know what? I'm gonna take this gamble. I'm gonna buy this bad boy, especially since it says last one from this seller, and this dude's got 764 star rating, which is fucking awesome. Good for him or her. And yeah, let's pull the trigger on this, and I'll report back on how this ends up looking, probably in a week or so. Okay, so it took definitely more than a week. I accidentally shipped it to an old address, but was able to intercept it with a neighbor. But anyway, here's the piece. Came in the mail. Nice enough to have them also send me the manual as well, which is always good to have. So we're gonna dive into this, see what I find. Just from an initial quick look, this is the piece I bought. Definitely smaller, probably a newer part than what I got, and obviously no place for connecting this this thing. So wondering if this will work for what I need, and also thinking that if it doesn't, then I might just take this apart, and I'm guessing the slate circular piece is in there as well, but won't know till I open this bad boy up. Okay, so definitely wasn't a perfect match to fit my machine. These instructions in this manual, I guess the people nice enough, or Maytag was nice enough to kind of outline how this compressor kind of sits in the machine that it works with. But since that is not my machine, probably a newer model of my machine, what I did is I opened the piece up. Let me get it under the light here. Opened the piece up and took out that inner piece, that kind of rocky piece of slate circular thing, and actually put it in mine. Now, one thing I did notice was that the new piece was a lot smaller than my piece, so you can actually see even mine was just a lot bigger. I'm not sure if the smaller piece, now that it's in there, will conduct the same amount of energy, or if it'll work the way the old one did, but there's only one way to find out. So I'm gonna piece this thing back together, and we're gonna turn it on and see what happens. Okay, so last night I plugged my compressor back in and rewired everything exactly how it looked. As you can see, I cleaned this up a little bit just to get rid of any dirt. Well, obviously not back there, but any dirt that could possibly interfere with any of the connections here. So I plugged it in, I left it on overnight, and here's the final test. Yep, we have cold beer. Woohoo! All right, so long story short, after much hard work and a lot of guessing, but educational guessing, that little piece of slate inside that piece right there was broken, and that's why my Skybox was not spitting out cold air. And honestly, really not that hard to put back together. Hardest part was really cleaning this thing. But yeah, we've got a working, functioning Skybox and a lot of cold beer to drink. So thanks for watching, and here's to guessing at more things and trying to fix them. Thanks.